engine, as she's 103 years old this year. Now we do have another steam engine here at Whipsnade. You'll be able to get a good glimpse of her if you start looking over to the left hand side in just a second. She's none of these blue ones you can see here. She's actually maroon in colour, so a reddy colour. Her name is Superior, and she's hiding in the shed with the yellow doors to them on the left there, so do look out for her. And the two blue engines, The two blue engines you can see though are Blast and Hector, and they are diesel engines. Their job is to maintain the tracks over the winter months. Now, whilst you've been looking around Whipsnade today, you may at some point have seen a free roaming animal, and I hope you'll be able to spot a few on our journey today. Look out for our Bennett's wallabies. They're a free breed, and we have around 500 of them in the zoo. Now, when they're first born, they are the same size as baked beans, but an animal that's a little bit bigger than a Joey baked bean is an Asian elephant. Start looking over to the left-hand side now, and you'll be able to see some of our Asian elephants having a lovely stroll around the paddock this afternoon. Here we have 3 of our 8 Asian elephants. You'll be able to spot a little youngster in the paddock there. That is Donna. Donna is just coming up to 2 now, and she's joined by her mum Kaylee and auntie Luca. Now, can we give Donna, Kaylee and Luca a lovely big wave, everyone? Oh, that's fantastic. Now, Donna is tipping the scales to about 100 stone in weight at the moment. When fully grown, they can reach around 3 tons. Now, we're going to hopefully see the rest of our elephants, so start looking over to the right-hand side now, and when we go past the big mounds, we'll be able to see the remainder of the herd. Now, just to let you all know, at 2:30 this afternoon, so about 10 minutes after you get off the train, the elephant keepers are doing an elephant demonstration called Any Fantastic. This demonstration is absolutely great if you want to watch the amazing relationship the keepers have with the elephants. It's taking place in the elephant arena, so don't miss that. It starts at 2:30. Okay, so as we go past the mounds on the right-hand side, keep your eyes peeled as we're going to see the rest of the herd, including our 1-year-old calf who is called George. Now, in the first paddock here, you have a lovely view of Emmett. Emmett is our bull elephant, which means he's our adult male. He's 18 years old at the moment and not yet fully grown, and he is the father to our 2 youngsters at Whipsnade. So his newest arrival is little Donna, who's over in the distance. Oh, sorry, not Donna, George, who's over in the distance on the right-hand side there. And he's joined by his mum, who's called Karishma. Karishma's actually just to the left of him. And we've also got Maya in here. Maya's at the front there, and Aziza in the very far distance. Now, hopefully after the demonstration this afternoon, they will head out on a walk around the zoo. So don't be alarmed if you see lots of elephants holding trunk to tail, as they are allowed out and about. Okay, so we've got some more wallabies here on the right-hand side. You need to look in the stomach area for those joeys, the little babies. Do keep your eyes peeled for them. And there's another free roaming animal here on the right. They look like giant guinea pigs. I'm going to tell you more about them later. Because waiting to say hello to us on the right-hand side now are the second largest land mammals in the world, and they are our Asian rhinos. We have 6 Asian rhinos living at the zoo, and in the first paddock here, having a lovely lazy day today, is Karamat. Karamat is joined by her mum, who's called Baluki. Now, Karamat's name is Nepalese for miracle. We didn't think she was going to survive when she was first born, but as you can see, she's doing really, really well. Now, waiting to say hello to us here is Asha. Asha's our 3-year-old calf. You wouldn't believe it though, would you? And she has been waiting to say hello to us, so can we all give her a lovely big wave, everyone? Oh, that's brilliant. Now, you'll notice she's very muddy at the moment. She's got this dry mud on her body. This mud acts as a natural sun protector and a moisturiser to her skin. Originally, they come from the swamplands of India and Nepal, where it does get very, very hot. So leaving lovely little Asha now, and on the right-hand side, we've got an array of animals all mingled in together here. Firstly, having a trot over to say hello to us, you can see our camels. And these are Bactrian camels. You'll notice they're looking a little bit shabby at the moment. This is completely normal. They will grow a thick coat for the winter months. They will then shed it and be completely bald like your dad's for the summer months. Now, having a very tough day on the right hand side as usual are these big brown shabby animals, and these are yaks. Yaks come from the mountains of China and Tibet where it's very, very chilly. They've got these really thick coats which keep them nice and warm. You're also going to spot these deer to the right hand side. Now, you might think deer are a little bit boring, but these are really special. They're called I'll say that again, sorry, my microphone cut out. They're called paired deer. We actually thought they were extinct at one point in the wild. They've got a really good view there of two males rutting. Look back to the right, they are bashing their antlers together. And typical, just as I start to tell you about it, they stop doing it. Now the fawns are just jumping up. Those are the babies that have been born over the last month or so. Okay, we're now in our deer park, and this is the most densely populated area of Whipsnade Zoo. We have around 300 deer living in here, although they've clearly gone off for a nice afternoon stroll today, so can't see very many at the moment. Now you will be able to spot a few down to the left here, and they're very small and they're honey coloured. Now these are called Chinese water deer, and they're really unusual in the deer world because males grow tusks on the side of their mouths instead of antlers. Now through the trees and up to the right hand side, and if you look in the distance there, you'll be able to spot these horses. Now these are called Przewalski horses, and they're extremely special because we thought there were only 12 of these in the world at the turn of the last century. Now luckily they're breeding so well now, we've started to introduce them back out into the wild, and a month ago we had a new arrival. He is called Zuri, so do go and see him later. Now up to the left we give the people in the car a nice big wave. Hello! And then just behind them there you'll be able to spot these really large deer. These are called swamp deer, and they are the largest deer living at Whipsnade Zoo. They are really big when you get nice and close to them. Our fallow deer up to the left there, those are the ones that are very pale in colour. There's around 100 of those in this area. But over to the right hand side now, if you're a fan of Blue the Bear from the Jungle Book, I know that Rachel Anderson is, you'll be able to see our sloth bears to the right hand side here. Now they look just like Blue from the Jungle Book, so do go and see them later on. And there they are, out and about enjoying the paddock. Their names are Ursula and Columbo. Okay, so most animals we've seen so far have come from either Asia or Europe. In a second we're going through a dark and steamy tunnel. When we come out the other side we're going to be in Africa. Now can I remind everyone to please keep seated in here, and please keep your arms and heads inside, and I'll speak to you all on the other side of the tunnel, and hopefully we'll see some African animals. You'll be able to spot our Gensbok. Also, if you look very carefully, you'll be able to see Oscar. Oscar's our male ostrich at Whipsnade Zoo, and he's the one that's black in colour. Now, his females are coming up to the left-hand side here. They are very busy at the moment as they're sat on a clutch of eggs. So look really carefully. You might be able to see an egg poking out if you're lucky, and they actually lay the largest eggs in the world. If you're lucky today, everyone, you can actually spot an egg. One of the females is having a little bit of peck at it at the moment. So we're now coming back into the station. If you have any questions about the steam trains we have at Whipsnade Zoo, please do go and see our drivers at the front of the train. Once again, that's Ron and Andy. However, everyone, if you have any questions at all about the animals, please do come and see me. And once again, my name is Claire. Other than that, thank you very much for joining us today. Do make sure you go and see the elephant demonstration that's starting in about 10 minutes time. And first of all, have a fantastic rest of your day here at ZSL Whipsnade Zoo, especially Rachel Anderson.